The bottom line is, Europe can't afford to decouple from China. Hey guys, welcome to Reality Check. I'm Huang Jiyuan. China has been a real popular destination for European leaders to visit these days. Since late last year, we've had many: German Chancellor, European Council President, and the Spanish Prime Minister. The French President and the European Commission President are here right now. And according to reports, we might be getting German Foreign Minister and EU's top diplomat soon. Calling it a honeymoon may be going too far. So let's settle with a new breaking it in period.
I think the dominant trend in the European Union is an understanding that there is no positive alternative to a productive cooperation between China and the EU, given the size of the Chinese market with its largest purchasing power in the world.
In 2022, China-EU trade was at $847.3 billion. China and the EU were each other's second largest trading partners. China is one of the largest sources of tourists for Europe. In 2019, before the pandemic hit, China generated over 125 billion euros in overseas spending. In France alone, that figure was about 3.5 billion, generated by 2.2 million Chinese visiting France. Now, we used to talk about this as some sort of a frontier for China-EU relationships, but they are really the baseline today. Geopolitics changed it. The biggest two factors, the United States and the Ukraine crisis, and they are linked. This is a description from the Politico about Emmanuel Macron's visit to China. On Ukraine, White House aides ruefully recalled Macron's failed attempts to insert himself as a peacemaker with Putin. On China, some concerning the Biden administration about France's potential coziness with China at a time when tensions between Washington and Beijing are at their highest in decades. You get America's attitude. First, the United States don't believe in forging peace. Second, the United States want Europe to toe the line when it comes to China. But that's not shared by all Europeans. This is a poll published on the European Parliament's website on March 17th. 49% of Germans feel sending heavy weapons to Ukraine will increase the risk of a Russian attack on Western states. 76% of Hungarians do not agree with the EU buying more weapons for Ukraine. 53% of Germans believe the diplomatic efforts to end the Ukraine crisis do not go far enough. The cost of living now is seen as the biggest threat in EU's three largest economies: Germany, France, and Italy. Now, what do you think a worsening relationship with its second largest trade partner will do to the European Union?
I've been reaching out quite a lot and talking to different people, and I have to say that I'm very encouraged by the wealth of the enthusiasm and the warmth towards China by the European people. I've talked to politicians and the member states of the EU. I'm also encouraged by the political support that having a good relationship between China and the EU is enjoying among the politicians and also the governments.
The slew of European leaders visiting China one after another is a demonstration that Europe is trying to find a way that balances its needs with its political reality. The Channel News Asia describes this as EU seeking a reset with China. It's not a reset. It's the two sides finding new paths forward under this new reality we're facing.